always wondered what it would be like to be a farmer. Have you?
Look at me, Dad, I'm a farmer. What did you think I'm gonna reference if you say something like that, you know?
Well, it's been a while since we've referenced that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Even though I talk about jewels all the time.
You do.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yes. That was one of the moments of my life where I did wonder what it would be like to be a farmer.
Wanking horses?
More like milking goats.
I bet you would love to milk a goat.
I think I have milked goats in my life, actually.
Have you? I've never milked animals.
It's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
And the milk comes out steaming. It's especially if it's cold.
Nice.
Also smells a lot.
Yeah, goat milk smells quite a bit.
It's a very acquired taste. My grandpa would like eat it every morning with cereal or like bread as breakfast, and it was I've tried many times because it seemed like a cool thing. Oh, he has goats, we get the milk from the goat. He taught me how to milk a goat, and then tried to drink it, and it was like, oh my god, this is like, oh.
It literally tastes like the barn.
Yep.
And it's very sour.
And I've wondered if this is just an acquired taste, like if that was the main milk instead of cow milk that we were having as kids, maybe we would have been fine with that one, and then it would drink cow milk and be like, ugh, this fucking sucks.
Well, guess what? We're not meant to have milk as organisms, so...
Well, we do as babies, but...
Not from goats.
It's true.
Anyway,
we're here to talk about goats, but of a different kind. Because we thought we don't have enough of a backlog or not enough games to play, so it might be a good idea to create a list of all our favorite games and play them all over again for the next 10 years or so that this will take.
If we make it.
If we make it. We might be dead by then. Who knows?
Might be dead next week.
For all you know, there's always a chance that an airplane engine might fall on your flat and you'll be dead in the middle of this recording. And then no one will listen.
I was thinking more about World War III and stuff, but yeah, sure, that too.
Yeah, sometimes I find it reassuring to go and look at stats for like chance of death by random things. It puts certain risks into perspective.
No, but I guess I understand that. I mean, maybe I should recommend that to people that have phobia flying.
Yes.
Okay. So
yes, we'll try to be quick. So the idea here is each of us made a top 50, and the idea would be that we would pick the top 30 of each of our lists, combine it into a combined GOAT list, and then cover them all in this podcast as we go. This is not going to be every episode. This is going to be every, I don't know, we've not decided how many episodes. But the idea is we're going through this because these are our favorite games. We have gaps in our respective lists that the other person has played. So this is part of also an attempt to explore each other's gaming history. Some of these games we've already covered on the podcast without intending to do it as a part of a list, so we'll mention them but not cover them again until perhaps the end of this project if we get to that, at which point we may revisit them to see where they are still on the list. This has been loosely, we've attempted to rank this, but we've not been super strict. I only spent an entire week on this.
I spent a few hours, but you went overboard.
I'm a little bit obsessive when it comes to that stuff.
It's a ranked list. These change like on a daily basis. For me, it slightly changed last week. Like, it's normal that what you're gonna see now is not gonna be representative of what we feel like in maybe a week, maybe in a year, maybe in 5 years or whatever. It's fine. They're fluid. It's just like, it's a snapshot of this right now moment and a challenge to each other for the next few years.
Yeah, and we had a couple of like rules about it, which is 1 game per series.
Yeah.
So we're stuck to that. The way I approached it was to find a good representative game that we both have access to. Otherwise, it would be like kind of impossible to do this project with only one person being able to play something. So some of these picks are not the picks for me, and some of them are not the picks in the terms of order or whatever. because I also took into consideration a little bit like what kind of conversation might arise from this. On the side, if anyone's interested, I've also started making per console lists for me, because that seemed like an interesting aside. But perhaps we'll talk about that in another episode. Now, we have some games that stayed out of the list, the combined list, which we'll go through very quickly at the start of this as honorable mentions. We're not going to go into a lot of depth today. This is more like the game we picked, why it's on the list, the console it's on or whatever, and then move on. And then after we cover these, it's going to be a 2 episode because it's a lot of games to cover. We'll start selecting games to play and cover. We've already done one. We're in the process of making one. We're not going to say yet what it is. It's going to be a surprise.
And one thing that Vol forgot to mention is that we do have overlaps, especially when we start getting into the top 10s. It seems like we like a lot of the same stuff, which means that in order to make the list the top 60 combined, we needed to bring some more in. So each of us actually brought in about 37 games instead of 30 that we expected.
Because I think we had about 10 overlaps.
10 to 14, I think.
Yeah.
And most of them were like, okay, I found a good game. Let me recommend it to Vol, whatever. And then we just started, like...
Also, we do like a lot of similar stuff. We play games for very similar reasons, so this was bound to happen.
Yeah, I mean, the more we do this podcast, the more I understand that we have differences in how we feel about games and things in them. Like, listen to the previous episode, for example. But I guess this might either start becoming more apparent or less apparent based on this list and how we go through it. So I think it's going to be an interesting test. And then right before we finish this podcast at some point in its life, if we have managed to reach there, we go back and we revisit how our combined top 60 list would look like at that point.
Yeah. Which I imagine will have a lot of games that will have a release between now and then, so it will probably look different. Hopefully.
Potentially, or some games will be gone from this list altogether.
Or we'll stop playing new games in a couple of years, and that'll be it.
Which is likely. Anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Without further ado, do you want to start with your honorable mentions?
Sure. My honorable mentions in no apparent order are... Binding of Isaac, Iron Lung, that's a recent one, Spider-Man 2 for the PS2, Crash Bandicoot, Twinsanity, Red Dead Redemption 2, Walking Dead Season 1, the Telltale one. I don't know if there's another one that has a Season 1 thing. Skyrim, Ghost of a Tale.
The TV show, I don't know.
Sure. That Dragon Cancer, Jack 2, Firewatch, and Gone Home.
All right. And mine, in reverse order, are Batman Arkham Asylum, LA Noire, Final Fantasy X, Shadow of Memories for the PS2. Not that it's anywhere else, but I'm saying it because probably most people don't know that. Titanfall 2, Skyrim, The Walking Dead Season 1, Alpha Protocol, Technobabylon, Soma, Primordia, Tell Me Why, and Forza Horizon 4.
So, I guess we're going to the main list.
Time to get into the main stuff.
Right. In this episode, we're going to cover from 60 to 31. And next episode, we're going to cover 30 to 1. So, number 60. That's your entry, Vol.
Yes, I have Metro 2033, which I played on the 360, if that matters. It was my game of the year that year. I loved it because it was a... kind of fresh for its time survival horror attempt. I thought the atmosphere was amazing. I thought it was very difficult in a way that I found very challenging and pretty scary.
Yeah, and I've never played it. So I'm looking forward to covering this one. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I like the book quite a bit.
I've not read the book. I want to finish the games as they are up to now and then get to the book. So...
from what I understood, they're different, but yeah, anyway, yeah.
Yeah, it's just for the imagery and everything. But yeah, we'll talk about it when we cover Metro.
Cool.
So 59 is one of your picks.
59 is Kirby's Dream Land. This is one of those picks that is like full on 100% nostalgia and like good vibes overall. It's something that I did not know that I felt so strongly about until very recently. Because recently I brought my Game Boy back and I started like just playing with it a little bit on the side when I was having time, and I saw myself like awakening so many memories with Kirby's Dream Land specifically that I started feeling like, holy shit, this was actually super important for me. The level design is fantastic. The soundtrack is just beautiful, especially for like an 8-bit, like small like game. And just, I could not get enough of it. So yeah, this is the next entry.
Next entry was a common pick.
Yeah.
Which is the reboot of God of War for the PS4 that came out in 2018.
That of boy.
This made me like God of War in a way that I didn't before. Like, it was just dumb button mashing before, but this one made me feel things. And it's also a kind of game that I find immensely enjoyable to play, which is 3D third-person action-adventure Metroidvania. And this one had great combat, it had great environments, it had great puzzles and challenging and environmental stuff. So I thought it was a great representative of its genre, but also a great game all around.
Mm-hmm. I agree. This came as a surprise to me. God of War for me was like silly fun, to the point that I found it funny. Like, I found Kratos' rage just so enjoyable in a silly way that I was like massively enjoying the previous games. But they gave themselves like a very hard job to make this character actually human and like understandable and like give us some empathy for it. So yeah, this was a complete left turn for me. I did not expect to like it, and I did not expect how much I liked it in the end. So yeah, God of War. Next one is mine. Maybe slightly a spite pick, but during the COVID years and a little bit after, when we were all closed in, I played a little game called Ooblets, which is, I played it on the Switch. But it's available on other platforms as well. It's kind of a Pikmin life simmy chill kind of game, and it is immensely stupid, and it made me extremely happy. And the joy that I felt from this kind of game at the time was unfound and original and unique. So it totally deserves to be in this list for me, and Vol will hate it. So, Ooblets.
What was the spite pick about?
Ooblets?
Yeah, but what's the spite?
I don't know. Disliking Iron Lung or making me play Blade Runner.
Okay. We'll see. Maybe I'll love it. You never know.
You won't. You really will not. You really will not love it.
So, 56. Common pick again.
No, that's your pick.
Oh, it wasn't yours?
It's not in my top 60.
Interesting. I thought you really liked this game.
I played it and I really like it, but I don't remember it.
Okay, so it's a good way. It's a good thing that it's on this list. So it's the Cat Lady. Cat Lady is an adventure game on the PC. It's quite dark and quite heavy, and I really love it. And I don't know what else to say without spoiling things. It's very difficult to discuss this kind of game. It's fairly light on the puzzles. It's a lot of atmosphere and a lot of writing, and I think that's where it mostly shines. Visually, it's quite interesting as well, and it's quite a heavy depiction of mental illness and struggle to cope and live with that, or find a way to live with that.
I'm interested in revisiting it, because from the time that I played it to now, my view of life and mental health has changed rapidly and massively. So I feel like this will hit different this time around. I don't know what way, but it will hit different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. next one, number 55 on our list, is Subnautica. That was my pick. I like the sea and going underwater in the sea and fishes and swimming. And when I first played Subnautica, I think we mentioned this before, I had a sense of exploration and like awe about what I was finding out in the world that was unmatched with anything else. The second time that I tried to play it, I did not feel that much. So some people may have thought that this may be higher, like quite higher, like it would be like in my top 3 games or something. Not anymore. And I don't know if with this playthrough, when we visit it eventually, it's actually going to drop further. So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. For me, that would be a challenging game to get through because I have a very deep discomfort with sea.
And you also don't like crafting and base building.
Yes. So, but we get to 54, which is my pick. And this is a bold pick. Perhaps a weird one. But hey, I did have a Wii and I really liked some games on it. And I wanted to have one of them here that was kind of unique to it. So that's Grand Slam Tennis.
Why?
So I got a lot of joy out of games that use the motion controls effectively. And this one was one of those. It's one of the obvious ones, like with Wii Sports. It had tennis in it, among other sports, and it worked great. But it was just very simple. It was a demo, basically. So Grand Slam Tennis is a proper sports game with proper, I don't know, campaigns, if you will, championships, and you could play online as well. And I played a lot of online of this game. It works with the Motion Control Plus, and it was a great way to exercise and play video games. I think at the time I was a participant in a forum quite frequently, and we had a bit of an unofficial and informal league that was going on. You have standings based on your country and stuff like that, and I was trying to play every day, basically. I had a lot of fun with this game.
Interesting.
And it's a kind of game that like I would not play under any other circumstance. Like it's the only reason I love this game was because it was on the Wii and it had good motion controls.
You got to move that Wii.
Yep.
Next pick, maybe another spite pick. Maybe all 3 of these have been spite picks so far from my side for you, for different reasons.
That's an interesting one because I didn't pick any games to spite you.
Well, I didn't pick them to spite you, but unintentionally they ended up being spite picks.
Yeah, because you saw some of the games, or you figured that I would have some games on this list that would be hard for you to play. I have a lot of racing games here. We'll get to them.
Spoilers.
They're much higher.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to those, but anyway. Okay. My next pick is Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Switch. I love my villagers and my neighbors, and Benjamin is I have not loved the video game character as much as Benjamin, even though his character is exactly the same as any other messy Animal Crossing villager. And I occasionally go and visit him because I love him, and I just love this game too much. The vibes, chilling, the fact that it came out during COVID and it just made things easier. In general, just the amount of time and how much I loved the time that I spent with Animal Crossing New Horizons is unmatched. So it's there.
All right. And then we have at 52, Astro's Playroom, which was my pick. I will note here that I have not played Astrobot. That's why it's not here. I played Astro's Playroom, and it is a game. It's a game that comes free with the PS5. It's way more of a game than...
With the 5 or the 4? It came free with the 5. Oh, not that much time has passed then. Interesting, okay.
Yeah. There was Astro's something adventure, the VR game on the PS4.
Ah, right. That's why I got confused. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or whatever it was called. Which I also liked, but I wouldn't put a VR game here because there'd be no way for you to play it. Anyway, I love this game. It was like a bundle of joy, and I had a smile on my face all the way through it, and it was very fun. It was a great demo of what the controller can do, and they went, I think, above and beyond with this. Like they could have done like a
it had
half an hour
haptics
thing.
and they made my hand stiff. Yeah, okay, I remember. It's fine. Sorry.
Right? Yes. So yes, this was one of the most fun games I've played ever.
So much fun.
So much fun.
Fun.
So yeah, I imagine that by the time we get to the end of this project, Astrobot will replace this.
I would say so. I would say based on what I played it, I love Astrobot, and I think you will love it too. So,
but I've not played it, so this is the one I have.
Here. Yeah, Astro's Playroom for the PS5. My next pick is To the Moon, which I played it on Steam, but it's in other platforms as well.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Maybe. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
We'll see. Anyway.
Play it on the PC. It doesn't care. It doesn't matter. It's a very small, like an hour and a half game or so, story game. I cried the whole way through. And I remember it was very cute, but I don't remember that much, but it felt like it deserved to be there. So there it is. To the Moon.
Cool. I mean, I had liked it when I played it. I don't know if I would put it on a list, but it was pretty good. 50, number 50 is mine. Probably no surprise to anyone who has listened to this podcast so far. Little Kitty, Big City.
Actually made it.
It made it. It
made it, and we're gonna make an actual episode for the whole thing, despite having talked about it so much. So,
are we? I thought we will count this as covered.
Maybe later in the podcast career lifespan or whatever. But I would say it deserves it. It's here. So
okay, perhaps it will be on an episode alongside another game that. We've already covered and we're revisiting, because I don't think it's a deep game. I don't think there's a lot of discussion to be had about it. It's just a very feel-good game. It allowed me to just be a cat for a bit and be a very playful cat. And all the animals were cute. It was contained enough. I have some minor criticisms for it, but it was the dog's life of cat games. And I was very happy that this was made and I played it.
Yeah, I agree. It's very cute.
So yeah, Little Kitty, Big City, number 50.
Little Big D, Big City. That was the first 11 games. Number 49 is Jazz Punk.
Which is your pick.
It's my pick. I love chaotic, stupid bullshit humor. And Jazz Punk basically just gave me a playground to uncover as much bullshit stuff I could find in it. It gave me an immense amount of joy, and I thought it was the most I've laughed playing a game. It's been about 10 years, maybe more, since I last played it, so I'm very interested to see how this is going to hold up. But I remember it was cool and stylish and extremely stupid. So I'm looking forward to that.
I had played a little bit of it back then, I think, because of how much you were talking about it and hyping it. I didn't dislike it, but I never finished it. And I don't remember why. So I'm curious as well. I'm curious to see if you'll think it holds up. I'm curious to see what I'll think today.
I'm looking forward to it. It's comedy games rarely hit for me. And this one really hit for me. So, maybe.
Comedy games are really hard. Like, I don't remember many.
Comedy in general is very hard.
Yeah, true.
So, like, potentially we can talk about comedy in games in the future. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Jazz Punk, number 49.
Enter number 48. Howdy, partner.
Hey, partner.
Hey, partner.
Hey, friend. That's a good girl.
We have Red Dead Redemption. The first one, because I haven't finished the second one yet.
Which will probably replace the first one. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mention this at the beginning, actually. This had to be all games we have actually finished. So yeah, Red Dead Redemption is the Red Dead Redemption I have finished.
Oh, did we have to
game.
actually finish all these games? I never finished The Last of Us.
You didn't? Of all games, that's the one.
That's spoilers.
I just
maybe
got to the last chapter and then I gave up. I don't know.
I played the intro. It was pretty good, and I went on. So, they look real. I like it.
I just played factions, man. That's all I did. Can you imagine?
Hey, factions good. Factions alright. Anyway,
so Red Dead Redemption. Yeah. I don't generally love Rockstar games, but there was something about this game that really clicked with me. I grew up watching like spaghetti westerns, and this was a kind of a love letter to those games, to those films. I love the vibe, but like how slow this game is. The music is amazing. The environments are great. It's dumb as well, like silly, but also has its serious moments. And yeah, it was just such a great game to play during a summer holiday. Like really relaxing. I am kind of looking forward to going back into it. So, because it's been a while.
Yeah, I really like the first one. I like the second one more. I still have criticism on both, but I'm curious to revisit it.
I mean, yes, they're not perfect games. It's just they do some things really well that we probably covered a lot of in our Topo PC episode. So, yeah, I guess it's not a surprise that this game is on this list for me. It does seem a little bit weird to me to go and replay Red Dead Redemption when I've not finished Red Dead Redemption 2, but I think I'm going to try to finish 2 before we get to this for the list.
Yeah, I would recommend that.
Yeah.
Thankfully, this list is so long that you're going to have the time to do it.
Yes, yeah. So, yeah, Red Dead Redemption.
Person.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, number 47, is Inscription. For me. My pick, not Vol's pick. So I like a good card game, I like a good roguelike, and I like a good weird meta story that is like experimental and strange and uncomfortable in interesting ways. This combines everything in there and it does it all perfectly. It is rare for me to play a game to the credits and be like, I wish this was like triple the amount of time of what I've played just now. I would love to play like 60 hours of this.
How long is this?
I think about 18 hours.
Okay.
But like so hard. So hard to leave it for me.
This makes me feel concerned because 2 of the 3 things you mentioned I actively dislike. So, we'll see how this goes.
You've put in racing games, so shut up.
I'm just saying.
And the next one's actually my pick as well, again, because in order to, like, we had to rank things, and sometimes other people's picks were going before other people's things or picks, or the combined stuff. So
yeah, if we both had a game on the list, it got upgraded into a higher spot.
Yeah.
So
yes. Because Vol did not like my games, he gets 2 in a row. My next pick is Alien Isolation. I love Alien. And I love the Xenomorph, and I try to not remember the movies after.
I thought you were gonna say I love Alien and I love being isolated, so I don't know.
No, Look, I know I'm not particularly social. It doesn't mean I want to live by myself. I don't like it. But Alien Isolation, generally one of the most stressful experiences of my life in any media in general. Extremely effective. And I loved it, and I wonder how I'm gonna feel playing it again. I know you've all never finished it.
Yes, this makes me also feel concerned, but in a very different way, because I loved the part of the game I played. I absolutely loved it, but I just could not handle it. This was like too stressful for me.
Which is weird, because I'm a real like scaredy cat when it comes to horror games, but this is the one that I finished and you didn't.
Yeah. Perhaps part of the reason I ended up abandoning this was a combination of the stress and also the hide and seek loop, because I've increasingly become less partial to hide and seek loops, and this game had that, but also was really, really stressful. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll make an attempt again. Maybe this time it will be different, because it's been 10 years. No, has it been 10 years? I think it's been 10 years.
It's been a while. I remember that.
8 for sure. 8.
I think we were still flatmates when it went out, so.
Yeah, but I had attempted one more time to play it after we moved out.
Well,
that place. So then again, I got to a point where I'm like, I think I'm gonna have a heart attack if I keep playing this. I need to stop.
Yeah, I remember I needed to take a lot of breaks to finish this one. So yeah, there you go. Enjoy.
But yeah, going from Alien Isolation to a very different vibe. 45, we have
Alien Resuscitation.
Gears of War 2.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I thought long and hard about which Gears to put on this list. I think 2 is the one. I like some things about 3 more, but overall 2, I think, is where the series probably peaked in terms of atmosphere and set pieces and pacing. It's a little bit, and this is understatement, it's a little bit dumb. It's a little bit silly.
Okay.
It's especially silly when it tries to be emotional. There's a lot of things that happen in 2 that are very dramatic, which makes it kind of funny. I've replayed this game multiple times with friends. I've not played it with you. I don't know what exactly we're going to do with this one, because this is a 360 game and you don't have a 360.
Even if I had the 360, would we be able to play online at this time?
We would have to pay for Game Pass to be able to play online on Xbox.
Can I pay Game Pass for 1 month?
You can.
So I guess later in the time I'll get the 360 and we'll see.
And we'll see. I wouldn't advise to pay for Game Pass. You could play it on your own. Depending on where you live by that point, we may couch co-op it. We'll see.
I'll come and stay at yours for 2 weeks and we play it.
I think we'll be through it in a week. It's not that long.
I'll come and stay at yours for 4 weeks and we'll get through it.
Okay. We'll play the whole series.
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
So I feel uncomfortable having Microsoft games on this list, but this is from a different era. This is from still the golden years, I think, of the 360, which meant a lot to me. As much as my opinion and stance on the Xbox and Microsoft overall has changed 180, that period of the Xbox was very formative in some ways for me, and I played some of my favorite games on it. Gears is one of those. It's a very dumb game. It's a very problematic game, and we'll talk about it. But it's there because I've played it too many times. And if you ask me now, hey, do you want to play Gears again? I'm like, yeah, sure. When? So it had to be here.
That makes sense. I have not played 2, actually. Played part of 1 and all of 3, but not 2.
Okay.
So looking forward to it.
Nice. You have probably the best Gears ahead of you.
Cool. The next pick is a common one. And it is...
Huh?
Snake, your anus is about to be perforated. You need to drink this serum.
Serum?
Did you know that the movie Godzilla actually was about the atomic bomb and how Japanese people felt when the atomic bomb fell on them? Did you know that it was a metaphor? Did you know that? This is a conversation between 2 characters. Did you know?
In the middle of a battlefield.
Did you know? Did you know Kojima likes Godzilla?
Well, now you do. We have Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
Yeah, we like that game.
We like that game. It's been a very long time since I played that game, so I'm curious how much I would like that game today. or when we get to it.
Based on the fact that I played it when I was older and I had played some like super like modern games, and I liked it way more than a lot of super modern games, I think it says something.
It does, for sure. I wasn't really sure about picking between 2 and 3, but I think 3 is overall a better game. Maybe 2 is more memorable and meta in a way that was prescient even. This was 2001. But this one had so many systems that were fun to play with as well. And I think it controlled better, the subsistence version especially, when I added the third-person camera with full controls. I like the environment way more than the other Metal Gears.
You get to eat snakes.
Yeah, I had snakes. It had the whole like semi-survival aspect of it. It had the whole like combining camo and stuff like that depending on your environment. It had some really wacky bosses. Of course it did.
It is a surprisingly deep game.
Yeah.
Like both in gameplay and in themes. The story is both extremely stupid and very touching. It's a masterpiece, and I was dumbfounded playing it so late in my life. I was like 25 when I played it or something, 24.
What? Did you play this game for the first time like 2 years ago?
I'm thank you, but I'm not 26.
Oh. You mean you were 25 or 24, not in 2025.
No, that's what I said when I was like...
Okay, I misheard you, right?
No,
okay.
No.
Because I'm like, what?
What? No.
Okay.
It's been a good 10 years that I played or something.
All right, okay. That makes more sense.
Maybe less, 9 years, but still.
So yeah, it's here. We'll play it again, and we'll talk about it a lot. And it's gonna be great.
Speaking of Kojima, the next pick is mine, and it's Death Stranding.
Number 43.
Which is weird that Death Stranding is above Metal Gear Solid 3 that I see it now, but... Heyo, did you know Kojima likes insert artist here? Only this time is more. Look at Kojima, he has friends. He scanned Conan O'Brien. He scanned Nicholas Winding Refn. He scanned Guillermo del Toro. Look at me.
He scanned Jeff Keighley.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm Kojima. I have famous friends. I love this game. It's rare for me to find a game that that you walk and it makes you think so seriously about walking. And there was a point mid-game that the game loop that I had created was making such a beautiful like sense of flow in my brain that I have not felt in another game before. And the story is beyond stupid.
I think if I had finished Death Stranding, it would probably also be above Metal Gear for me on my list, so this is fine.
Also, I have not finished Death Stranding 2 yet, and it looks like it might actually be above Death Stranding for me. So
Kojima is only getting better.
Kojima is only getting better, I guess, or he just learned how to fix his bosses and his story, so... Yeah.
42 is also your pick.
2 of my picks in a row, interesting. 42 is Wolfenstein 2, the remake, reboot series thing.
Reboot, yeah.
This game is loud ass punk in a weird ass dystopian shooter setting. This game is punk, like punk as fuck, and some wild shit happened in it. And my jaw was had dropped at some point during the game with what I was seeing and what they were doing.
Is that dystopian future? Or is that like parallel history but still in the past?
It's dystopian past.
Right. Okay.
Because I think it's set in the 60s or 70s, but it's also like Nazis have like super evolved technology or whatever.
Yeah.
It's wild, and I remember the first time playing it extremely vividly, so I really want to check it. and see how I feel about it still.
Cool. I have not played 2. I've played only the first one, the new order.
Yes.
Yeah. I liked it. I wouldn't put it on a list, but...
Oh, the first one I wouldn't.
Okay.
The first one, I enjoyed it massively. And it's one of the very rare cases of a shooter actually feeling exhilarating for me. But
okay, so that makes me very curious about 2 then, if we agree on the first one.
Yeah, Wolfenstein.
Moving on to number 41, we have one of my picks. We have the other one of my favorite silly, fun series of video games. I don't think that this represents the peak of the series, but probably represents the most interesting entry of the series. And that's why it's on my list and here. It's Uncharted number 4.
I think we agree on this one. I like this more than the previous ones. And I thought that in this case, the set pieces, the action set pieces were so much better and so memorable and fun to go through them.
I mean, my initial thought was to put Uncharted 2 on here.
That's what I would expect from you.
Yeah. That's what I would expect from me as well. Like, I've played it multiple times. I think it has some amazing set pieces and is very memorable. It had that great middle section in the Himalayas where it slows down and you kind of go through the village of the people that have kind of rescued you, and you see how their daily lives are, and then there's a slow build up from there with the guy that you don't speak the same language, but you evolve like a way to communicate with each other. There's that train sequence, like some amazing stuff there. So I think that game was one of the most like landmark games of this genre and in gaming, generally speaking. However, it has some really dumb writing and some really stupid bosses that are very, very video gamey in a way that resembles like PS2 era, more cartoony stuff, like the cartoon background and DNA in Naughty Dog, I think, was still very much showing in the first couple of Uncharted games. But 4 is where they tried to wrap the series up, but also like, I don't know, do something more meaningful with it.
And ground it.
And grounded, yes.
They tried to find a midway between like The Last of Us and the Uncharted series. It was like more...
Which I thought was an interesting thing. Like, and because I've only played it once, and I still very vividly remember some set pieces, as you're saying as well. I kind of want to go back to it and see what we think of it now after all this time. Like, it will be more than 10 years by the time we get to this, because it did come out 10 years ago.
You need to remember that I had vowed never to play this again.
Yes, because, I mean, yeah, but you did that to yourself. This was on one of the most torturous platinum trophies you've ever gotten, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there were like no guides and just going full on crazy with it. I'm interested to see it again. Certainly more interested than visiting the other 3. So,
yeah, this was one of those more strategic picks where I'm like, 2 is probably the one I've had most fun with, but I think this will have a more interesting conversation, and I want to have that. So
I mean, probably in any case, like, it's going to bring up the previous games, and it's not unlikely.
It's
not unlikely that I'm going to play a couple of the other ones too as a result of this. So
I might as well go through the entire series again. Like,
you play one game per decade, so focus on what you
these games, the old games, are short and manageable. They're not like 50 hours long. If a game is about 8 to 12 hours, I can do it. I don't get overwhelmed with that.
Overwhelmed.
Anyway, let's move on. We have a long list. 40.
Yeah, with that, we have actually entered the last 10 of the episode. So, my pick for number 40 is Half-Life 2. Soul's Vole.
Source?
because it's the source engine.
Yeah.
I wonder if there are mods that can remove that.
Remove what?
The fisheye thing that he has.
I don't think so. This is... I might be able to adjust the field of view and that might help me. I don't know. It's not just that though. It's how you move. It's something about the movement that makes this break for me.
It's very slidey.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's sliding in a way that my brain doesn't like it.
Half-Life 2 was very informative for me. It was one of the very early games that I played, and like when I first got like a PC that actually could play video games, it just kind of blew my mind to have like a first touch with a immersive sim light, let's say. I just loved playing with a gravity gun like a lot. So, and I don't remember it much.
Does this include the episodes or is it just the main game, your entry?
I guess it includes the episodes. I don't know. The episodes are very short, so it doesn't matter too much. If we
Okay,
have them
let's include them then. Yeah.
And also they kind of conclude the story.
Everything Half-Life 2.
And yeah, let's see when Half-Life 3 comes out.
Half-Life 2 has been a very memorable game for me. Even though I suffered through it, I have finished it twice. And this game made me sick within like 15-20 minutes. So that's testament to something about this game. It has one of the, if not the most memorable opening in video games, in my opinion. In terms of atmosphere, in terms of impact.
Same.
I didn't like it as much beyond that. I think I was hoping for something a little bit different. But it was still fun. I'm curious what I will think about it today, because this is a very old game at this point.
I'm curious as well.
But I did buy a new graphics card for this, and it's the most expensive card I've ever gotten in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It was the NVIDIA GT 6600 GT at the time.
Still haven't played Alex, and I don't think I ever will because of the hardware needs.
I mean, we need VR for that. Yeah.
And it's a very expensive set, and I don't think I will ever do it. So
you could, I mean, there's a cheapish way to get that played, which is to get the PSVR 2 with its adapter for PC, but you don't have a PC that can run a game anyway.
No.
So that's where Steam Machine would come in. But anyway, we'll see. Hopefully, it will come out and it won't be some insane price and. We'll see. 39.
Yeah, that one's yours.
Speaking of immersive sims, we have Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Don't like it.
Not the old Deus Exes because I've not finished it. But I have finished this one and I absolutely fucking loved it.
I don't like it. I thought it was not good.
Okay. We'll talk about it when we get to it. Like, this seems weird to me that you are so negative about this game.
I don't think it's the worst. I don't think it's the worst thing. But you do this thing of hyping up things, and then I play them and like, it's okay, I guess. Like, it's not like I was not blown away in any way.
Okay, not being blown away is different than I don't like it. No, it's bad.
Well, I do not like the story to be honest. So at all.
It has problems and so on. I don't think it's a perfect game. Like, I like a lot of how it plays and how it's put together. The writing per se, like the actual narrative that it has in it, I don't like that very much. I like components of it. But similar to what I said about God of War representing a type of game that I find very enjoyable to play, I think Deus Ex is one of those as well. And the way Deus Ex works specifically, like that one, just to say a little bit more about it, like I played it as a pacifist and ghost run throughout combined. So never being seen and not killing anyone. And it was one of the most enjoyable challenges I've ever had in video games.
Will I have to play it like this for us to discuss?
No, you can play it whichever way you want. That's the magic of it.
I don't remember if I think I played it without killing anyone, but not without being seen. Because at some point I was getting caught all the time and I was getting annoyed. So I was like, yeah, fuck it.
Up to you. I think these games, it's about finding the style of play that works for you and going with that. Like, this is how I enjoy it, and it allows me to play this fully in that way, and that's why it's on this list. But you do you. I don't know. I wouldn't set a requirement. You must play it this way.
I do me.
You do you.
Me do me do.
So, what's the next one on 38?
The next game is called Beginner's Guide, and I played it on Steam, or on the PC or whatever. It's a very weird game about someone that tries to get in touch with someone else by the way of making a video game.
Okay.
It's weird, and I loved it, and I felt it was extremely personal and touching and strange. And I also really like the Stanley Parable, which is from the same developer.
I do love that, yes. I have not played the Beginner's Guide, even though I do have it. And with your description, I'm very intrigued, I must say.
It was one of a kind.
Okay.
Like, I had not played anything like it until I played it, and I never played anything like this since. So, it is one of a kind.
Cool.
And I always remembered it. I always remember it, and I always look back fondly. And I want.
When did you play this?
It's been probably 10 years or 11.
Okay, so it'll be an interesting revisit.
Yeah. A lot of them are more than 10 years old for me. So
some are for me as well. I mean, Deus Ex certainly is. Older than that, actually. No, yeah. I played it in 2013.
Yeah, I finished Deus Ex in 2014, and I told you that I didn't like it. And then you were like, what? And then I told you again I don't like it recently, and you were like, what?
It's just, it fails to register and compute. Like, I love this game so much that it's just like, what? What?
Just didn't like it.
I'm surprised every time.
I just didn't like it. It's fine.
So, number 37, going back in time. Another game that made me feel ill very frequently, and I've finished it 3 times despite that.
Oh, did it?
Because it's also an old Source engine. It's around Half-Life 2 era. And an earlier version of the Source engine of that time than Half-Life 2. Very broken game. This is one that we'll have to play with community patches. Not mods. I think we should stay away from mods for the revisit and proper playthrough. But patches that fix it, yeah. I'm talking about none other than Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
I'm looking forward to this one. I always wanted to play it.
I am very curious and slightly afraid to revisit this video game.
I don't know how I'm gonna play it effectively if my PC can run it.
Dude, this is like a 2004 game.
Yeah, but my PC is my PC.
If your PC can watch YouTube in high definition, it can play this game.
Then we're fine.
It's a 2004 game.
Then we're fine. I'm looking forward to it. I always wanted to play it. So it's time.
And I'm really looking forward to it to see if this game holds up in the way I remember it, because I remember it very fondly and it's one of the best RPGs. The combat sucks.
People that still talk about it talk about it fondly. So I'm looking forward to it a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm in.
Cool. Don't play your first run in this game as a Malkavian.
Okay, when we get to the point, you're going to tell me because I'm going to forget in the next 1 minute.
Okay.
What we're talking about?
Do you know anything about Vampire the Masquerade?
No.
Did you ever play it?
I know vampires.
Okay, so you never played the RPG, the pen and paper RPG?
The TTRPG? No. Unfortunately, no. I did not get to play tabletop RPGs up until much later in life because I just did not have the crowd because of the place that I was living in.
Right.
And the only things that I played was D&D and Call of Cthulhu.
I mean, It's not like you played bad ones, or like you play the one that everyone plays.
Yeah, I mean, I like D&D because I was making my own shit in it. We were making our own campaigns and our own stories and stuff, and classes. But we never followed. Like I never liked following the stories from it. But whatever.
I played Call of Cthulhu as well, and I played a lot of Vampire the Masquerade. Mostly the Modern Times one, and some of the Masquerade. Yeah. And then there's the Dark Ages, which was during the Dark Ages. I played less of that. I had also LARPed for about a year and a half. I was into LARPing Vampire the Masquerade. No Bloodlines, Vampire the Masquerade.
I did not know that.
Oh, yes.
Are there photos?
Not of the one that I was doing regularly, but we were doing a bit of a LARPing during some school trip, like multiple day school trip. I have a photo from that.
I need to see that.
Yeah, okay. But I don't have of the, because there were 3 campaigns that I was involved in with LARPing. When I was playing a Bruja, so I didn't dress up much differently than I normally would. I was basically, at the time, I was very much into thrash metal, and I was dressing up like an 80s thrasher. And that was very much kind of in line with my character as a Bruja.
That makes me very happy to know. All of this makes me very happy to know.
The other 2, I was playing a Toreador, so I was wearing turtlenecks and sunglasses after dark, and
you were doing turtleneck and chain.
Yeah, and
the creep,
black nails, and I had looked very hard with a friend of mine to find red contact lenses, and we couldn't find them anywhere.
Oh, interesting.
At the time in Greece.
Interesting. At the place that has like at the country that has like such a rich carnival like culture.
I don't know, dude.
To not be able to find that.
Weird.
But we're less like more carnival, like dressing up like as culturally inappropriate stuff rather than like spooky stuff. So
yeah, it's not spooky stuff. So it was hard to find the spooky stuff. But no, there were. One was at a friend's basement. The other 2 were at the fantasy shops. One in Kifisia and one in this like the central one.
Fun.
Yeah,
I love that. Okay, next game is from me, and it's one you don't like.
Yeah.
And it's called What Remains of Edith Finch. I found this to be magical. Magical. But honestly, like there is one sequence in this game that I will never forget. And it might be my favorite sequence in any video game of all time. And I've always wanted to revisit it. I still want to revisit it, so I'm looking forward to it. I thought it was a joy to go through. And it has like a spooky, like light spooky House of Usher kind of feel. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Hopefully that sequence doesn't lose its potency when you revisit it, because sometimes that happens.
I played the game twice. It was intense in both cases.
Okay.
I just cannot wait to revisit it again. Also a short game, which is great for us, that we're busy boys. Yeah. Busy boys. So
busy boys.
The next one is yours.
Next one, on number 35, is Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars.
Nothing to do with Assassin's Creed?
No.
Good. Thank you.
Absolutely nothing. Couldn't be any more different.
Fuck.
This game is one of my favorite point-and-click adventure games. It's considered a classic, and I think it's considered a classic for very good reasons.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite absurd when it comes to the writing and the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite funny. It's a comedy game.
Oh.
And the fact that it holds up 30 years later is amazing.
Have you played it recently?
Yes, I replayed it recently on stream. On the gameplay, my playthrough is on my YouTube as well, if anyone wants to check it. Do not check it yourself, Space Otter, because don't spoil it.
No, I was always unable to follow your playthroughs because they're too slow.
Okay, fast man.
I
Speedy boy.
so fucking fast. I just could not. I was just finding it too slow. I'm looking forward to it. It's one of the ones that have always been in my radar. Probably because you keep mentioning it, so it's been in there as some other.
It's a classic of the genre, so yeah, it's no surprise, I guess, if you like the genre. I
like some of the genre. I definitely need to explore it more than I have already. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
It does have a puzzle that is quite notorious for people getting stuck.
One with a goat?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that bit from your streams because you were annoyed.
I was prepared for it. Funnily enough, I had forgotten the solution on the stream because it had been about 10 years since I had last played it.
Actually, not that it was you were annoyed, but it lasted so much of one of your streams.
I was stuck on it, yeah.
I had it on and I was like cooking or something, and every time I was looking at the screen, you were still there and you were not moving forward. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's the same screen. It's the same screen for the last an hour and a half. And then you did another stream and you were still there. I was like, what's going on? Why is it still there? So yeah, I don't know. I may resort to a guide immediately when I see that goat.
Don't try to solve this. Don't get stuck forever. I was doing this because I wanted to try to see if I would figure it out. It was fun for me. That part was fun for me. I would say give it a fair go yourself. Otherwise, it's a very easy temptation to give into, and then the game kind of loses its point.
Okay.
In terms of guides, don't look up guides. I will tell you when the time comes. UHShints.com. That website was made for this genre of video games.
I already know.
And it gives you graded hints to guide you towards finding the solution without giving you the solution.
Okay.
So it's like, are you stuck here? Yes. Have you tried this? Yes. Then it will give you the next one. Have you tried this? If you say no, okay, try this and then come back. Which I think is the best way to help someone through that game. And actually, I had some great experiences in terms of streaming. This was probably my favorite experience of streaming a video game because I had a couple of people pop into the chat who seemed to be into this kind of genre of video games, and they were helping me in the right way, which was great.
Yeah, those are the nice ones, not the ones that ask you if you want professional art for your channel.
Yeah. No, it was very wholesome. This was going to be one of my favorite playthroughs of this game. Well, probably the favorite. One of the first time I played this game, funnily enough, was on the PS1, which was awkward, but I remembered it very fondly because I was a kid.
I'm not playing a point-and-click adventure on a console ever again.
No,
it's over. It's over.
I will say though, the PS1 had a mouse. I didn't have the mouse, but it had a mouse.
I know, but I don't have a PS1 or a mouse for the PS1.
Yeah. Anyway, you don't need to. You're gonna play it on PC, obviously. Next game on number 34 is also mine.
What?
Although you have played it.
Wait, where are we? Oh yes, yeah.
It Still Wakes the Deep.
Talked about it recently.
We talked about it recently. I really love this game. There's not, as we said when we talked about it, there's not a lot to say about it. It's a very well paced, very well made, amazing atmosphere, very good writing. I actually liked the sections where you had to kind of hide because they were quite scripted and very contained. I loved how Scottish it was and had a great ending, and I will revisit it at some point, and it will be a blast to go through again. I recommend it to anyone who likes atmospheric horror.
I liked it too. It was a good game. And I'm kind of tempted to play the DLC thing. But I also don't want to.
Much.
I'm not sure.
Maybe when we revisit it, we do that just for completion's sake, just to talk about the whole thing. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see at the time.
Next one at 33 is your pick.
It's baby steps. Yay! Yay, baby steps. This game changed me quite a bit. It was an extremely harsh and difficult game to go through, and both emotionally and gameplay wise. It was also one of the funniest games that I've ever played, without resulting to being gross or stupid necessarily or exploitative in any way. It was just the result of a very, very anxious person's psyche put on screen, and I think that this was one of the most effective ways of communicating social anxiety that I've ever seen in my entire life, and it has become one of my favorite games of all time, and Vol has to play it.
Yeah. I attempted to play this game and I found it so incredibly difficult and not enjoyable at all. Although I found the humor really, really to my liking in the bits that I managed to see. So maybe I will manage to get myself motivated enough to get through it. I don't know. I will make every possible effort to play this game, but I don't know if I'll be able to.
Look, I can happily stream it for you when it's time for us to talk about it.
Okay.
So you don't like it's one of the games that the entry point is so hard, like an extremely high entry level, that I would not spite anyone that cannot do it, cannot go through this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I absolutely understand why you might not be able to go through it. So it's fine. Like, you don't have to play it, but you need to see the thing to the end to understand why it was so impactful for me.
And I want to see that. It's just, I believe that video games do lose something if you don't play them. So I don't know. I'll give it another go when the time comes to revisit it. If I see that I can't, or if I get to a point and I hit a brick wall, I just cannot progress. Yeah, it will have to be me watching you, and then so we can talk about it.
When the time comes, we'll know. And here we go. There we go. Right.
We get to the first one of them.
Yeah, we did.
And it's an easy one for you, because this one is quite accessible and fun. Number 32, we have Drive Club.
I cannot wait to drive car around.
Sadly, it's been taken offline, so the club part of it doesn't work anymore.
Oh, shit. Is there a campaign?
Yes, there is a campaign.
Okay.
The whole idea with the clubs wasn't necessarily multiplayer. It was this asymmetric multiplayer online component that we were talking about in our online episode that I enjoy a lot, which is this game allowed you to make clubs with your own liveries and everything, and you had friends join, and then you would compete against each other in rankings.
Okay.
So it had a lot of challenges on every track. The challenges are still there. It's just, it compares you against like NPCs and NPC times and targets instead of your friends' targets.
Where can I play this game?
This is on PS4.
Ah, so I can play it on the PS5?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that solves that. I'm not looking forward to this one.
It was supposed to be, this game had a little bit of a troubled start. It was supposed to be a launch title for the PS4, but it got delayed. It got delayed a lot, and it was a little bit rough when it came out. They gave it away on Plus, I think, or you had a very steep discount on Plus. But they fixed it. It ended up being an amazing game, in my opinion, for an simcade racer, more towards the arcade style. This had the DNA of, for anyone who knows what this means, of Project Gotham Racing, which was an amazing game of this kind for the 360.
It's a Batman, isn't it?
No.
What? It's not a Batman kart racer.
No.
That's shit.
That would have been funny.
That's shit.
But like you race, and the part of the big fun is that you have challenges per corner, per track, and then it compares you against your friends, and it's quite a fun thing, which might be a combination of like timed sectors, or keep on the racing line as close as possible, or drift points or stuff like that. So those are still in Drive Club. It's just the club part is just no longer there, which saddens me a bit, but at least the game is fully functional. Other than that, there's not really anything else missing.
Well, this is going to be an interesting episode.
I have the platinum for it. I have all the DLC. I've played a lot of hours. There was a Drive Club Bikes. I'm not going to ask you to play that one, although I have played that one a lot as well. But if you want to check it out, feel free.
No, I'm fine. I'll just try this one.
And also, this game looks fucking amazing still. Like I don't know how this game can look so good on a PS4, but it does.
Okay.
Like probably the best water and rain effects I've seen in a video game.
Water.
It's really good water, man.
Is that the second driving game you have here? Oh no, it was the first one.
It's the first one we'll come around to, because the rest of my driving games are higher up on my list.
The fact that I have to play more than one driving game is tragic for me.
I mean, have you met me?
Yeah, it's like giving me poison. I still,
dude,
more happy to play.
You have Animal Crossing here.
Animal Crossing is an easy, chill thing. You just go in, have a little animal, you can say, ah, la, la,
that's exactly what Drive Club is.
No, it's not. It has like broom, broom, big penis man. Broom, broom, oh, look at me, I have big car, I drive, and there's no story.
Because Animal Crossing has a big story?
It has an emergent story.
Okay, well, you can make an emergent story in Drive Club if you want.
Oh, oh, look at me, I'm a car. I'm on a track. Oh, the turn did not go the way I wanted it to go. Oh, look at me, I'm more car. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, boom, boom. My penis is huge. Look at me. Look at me.
See, already you have a story framework here. So what are you complaining about?
I don't know. I don't know if I have to stream this to make it interesting to me, or
be ready for some car porn.
Or
no, we'll get to that when we get to Gran Turismo.
The next game is Portal 2. I like Portal 2. It has fun puzzles, and the mechanic of the portals is great, and the story is fun, and the puzzles are fun, and I liked it when I played it on the PC. I didn't play it on the Xbox, even though it is on the Xbox too, I think.
It's on the Xbox 360, not Xbox 2. Xbox 2 does not exist. I broke him.
Portal 2 is a game, and I like that game. And it's the last game we talk about today, the end.
Yeah, Portal 2, I don't know if I'll manage to finish this game.
Yeah, I was expecting that. Source Engine. It's
Source Engine, and in particular this game with all the way it warps you around and stuff like that. I finished the first one because it was very short.
This one is short,
but 2 is a lot longer.
This one's short too. It's not a long game, but
it's way longer than the first one.
It's double, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we'll see. I'll give it a go. I don't know. I might have to watch some playthrough to the end.
I'll stream it for you if it comes to that.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I have no idea how I'm going to play Portal 2.
On your PC?
This PC is going to run Portal 2.
It's going to run Portal. These are old games, dude. Your PC is not that much of a potato.
It is quite a potato.
It's not. I know what PC you have. It can run Portal 2.
Portal.
Or you wait until you get a 360 for Gears and you play Portal 2 on the 360.
What if we play the co-op campaign of Portal 2 and you vomit for the whole time? And I solve the puzzles.
No thanks.
What if you just puke and I play the game? That's gonna be fun!
Great fun, yeah. We'll probably get banned from Twitch.
And we're gonna be approved in OnlyFans for some weird fetishists.
I'm not prepared yet to make that a career.
Hey, everything's gonna be more expensive. Maybe it's time. That's gonna be fetish content of you playing Source Engine games.
Or it turns into one of those weird streams where it's just I'm only sleeping because I will play 10 minutes and I will need to lie down for 5 hours to feel better.
Hey, 2 fetishes in one. There you go. Well,
look at the time. We made great time through this.
I know.
We were expecting this to take 3 hours.
There is also no other Source Engine game in my list. So this is it. That's all that's gonna make you vomit. The rest will not.
That's true.
So you're good.
There's one more game in here that might challenge me in terms of that, but we'll get to that.
Which one? Oh, I think I know what you mean. I'll ask you after we record. So, next episode, we are tackling the top 30 games of ours combined.
The best goats ever.
The best goats ever. The ones that make the best milk. The best milk.
Yeah.
Milk.
I wonder how many people we've enraged.
Why?
So far.
Why?
Lists can be very passionate things about some people. That was a completely wrong sentence. Some people can be very passionate about lists.
I'm a list and I'm very passionate about David Attenborough. I cannot let it go when you make like word errors.
Salads?
Errors.
Yeah.
Word mistakes.
Word errors. Big errors with words. Right.
Alright. That's it. And this will really like inform the rest of this podcast's trajectory, because it's gonna be like a combination of discovering new stuff or visiting old stuff for the first time, and also revisiting old favorites and discussing old favorites. Like these are the games that made us who we are, so we want to see what's going to happen and in how many of them we're going to fight.
Slight correction there, though. These are not really the games that made us.
Talk for yourself.
You have some games for you, and there are some games for me, but this is not a list of the games that made us. That would be, I think, a very different list. That would look very different.
Oh, maybe we'll discuss that in later episodes. I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever.
I think it's perhaps something to discuss when we have presented the entire list at the end of the next episode. But like one of the things I noticed going through this, like a lot of recent games from the last 10 to 15 years and a lot of early stuff missing. That was the thing that motivated me to go out of curiosity and go, all right, what would be a per console list? Because stuff that was good for its time, and I loved at the time because that was the best thing I had, or the only thing I had access to, or like the best thing that the PS1 had, is not really what I would put on a list today of what I think are my favorite games ever.
Interesting.
So these are games that I still love, or I think I still love based on what I remember. And I love them in the way that have stayed with me and inspired me or affected me or changed me as a person. But they have not been the most formative games in terms of what I played as a child growing up. But I think there's a difference there in that you played way less games than me growing up.
Yes. I started playing more games later, and I managed to play more games than you because I play faster than you. But yeah.
So I think as a side, and perhaps we can see how this goes, because we have also another project of like going through our backlogs. Some of the backlog games there will be old games I have played and you have not.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the opposite for me. Like it's more recent games that you have played and I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I also want to do, perhaps as a side to this and probably a personal project, but we'll probably end up talking about it on the podcast, is to try to cover my gaps from earlier generations of consoles, of games that are considered good universally, or there's a consensus about them being good. I have not played, and I think I will probably like, because there's some big gaps there because I didn't have access to many games as a child, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, one of my things that I want to do with this podcast as well is to motivate me to play some older games, some games that I did not have access to back then. And that's why I've whipped up like a couple of older consoles that I managed to get my hands on. And I'm just looking forward to it. So we'll see.
We'll need to get my hands on a Game Boy Color for this list.
Yes.
Yeah, and a Switch. I know where I'm gonna get a Switch from. A friend will let me borrow a Switch. So we'll solve that.
Yeah. And I'll need to find an Xbox 360. So we'll see how that's gonna go.
Yeah, thankfully most of the, if not all, the PS3 games that I could have put on this list have been ported into the PS4, so we're good there.
Yeah.
There are a couple of exceptions, like when we get up towards the top of the list, I will say a couple of things about that. I'm not gonna say now. Don't spoil the top 30. But yeah, that's been our top, 31
to 60.
No, hang on, that's
31 to 60.
31 to 60, yes.
And next episode, our favorite games of all time.
Time. You can probably guess about 10 of them for sure.
Yeah, because we won't shut up about them. Yeah, okay.
And some are very recent.
Some are recent, yeah. Some of one is very recent.
Yeah, we did like a very long episode on it, and we'll probably do a follow-up.
Spoilers.
Who could that? What game could that be? I have no idea.
I know what it is. Clock Tower 3.
Haunting Ground.
Okay, bye everyone. See you next week.
Yeah,
we'll
see you next week. Send us any thoughts or emails or whatever to our email. It's podcast@vole&ottergames.com. Tell us how wrong our list has been so far.
Yeah, no, we're the wrongest one, and if we have an opinion, that opinion is wrong, and we suck.
Also, tell us which one you're looking forward the most.
Yeah,
for each one of us visiting, because
it might inform what we play next.
Actually, that might help because decision.
Otherwise, we're going to be rolling dice.
So yeah, we'll see how we'll pick those. Like some of it might be audience driven, some of it might be our own interests and access.
Thanks to everyone who has helped us make this podcast come true. You know who you are. Thank you, Beppes. You're an asshole.
He was very good today.
He was good today because I fed him before we recorded. We recorded quite late, so it's his nap time, and also he decided to just leash out all of his annoyance early on in the day. I was in a meeting because of work, and he just came behind me and started going, ah! Ah! For the whole meeting, and he wouldn't shut up. So, like, the people in the meeting were looking at me like, what are you doing? Ah! It was just him screaming like he was, like, dying or something.
He wanted to contribute.
He fucking knew what I was doing. And thank you, Myrto, for the art. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
So, yeah, for everyone, follow Myrto and join us in the next episode to cover the top 30 games of the Vole&otter Gamecast. Next episode.
Yay!
All
Alright, bye everyone.
Bye. The next
See you in 2
episode,
weeks.
be here or be queer? Oh, that's not too bad.
Be here or be queer. Oh, sure.
Be here, be queer, or be both.
Be queer? Be cohere.
Be coherent. We cannot understand what
Yes.
you're saying. Good night, everyone. I don't know why I'm saying good night. It's going to come out in the afternoon. Good evening?
Good night. Ding 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 ding.
I'm quitting. I'm quitting now.